Hello, my name is John and I'm from Northern California, and my 9 days here at Namaakea has been a complete evolution in my life, a complete 180 and a turn that I did not think was possible out here in the world for me. For about 25, maybe 30 years, I have always felt like there was something missing in my life, in my heart, in my soul. I didn't feel complete, and I've had several traumas that I've been battling with. I've battled with depression, with anxiety, and fear consumed most of my life. I've achieved many great things in my life, but at the same time, internally, I was battling with these forces that kept me from so much. I have a beautiful family, a wife and son and daughter, and my internal feelings, my internal negative energies that I carried for so many years because of my traumas has affected their lives, my wife's, in a way where we are at a point where we may not make it. And I was really looking for something out there in this world that could challenge me, that I knew there had to be something else out there. I knew there had to be some help, something that I could turn to, something that could kickstart me into a better path, a path of healing and recovery, a path of knowing who I am, why I'm here, and what I want to give to my loved ones, this world, going forward. I was actually doing some research on Google about some hiking trips because that called my attention. I wanted to do a hiking trip with a group of people or a couple of people, and so that's what I was researching, hiking trips. And just through the various searches that I was doing, I somehow, which I can't even explain to you how, I came across here, this beautiful place that I've been a part of now for 9 days. And in going through and looking at the different information, the different pictures, and really doing some solid work on it, I realized when I saw another testimonial of another person that had been here prior that, yes, this is what I want to be part of, that I felt like I could heal here. There was a calling for me to come here. I can't honestly explain it 100%. It's hard to put into words, but the calling, I just knew it's like a magnet that is on this side and I'm the other part of the magnet, and it's, the force is there, right? And so it brings you together. And so I just felt like the other side of me, the good side of me, the person that needed to heal, the person that needed to see, to hear, to learn, and to live again, was here, waiting for me here. So I bought a ticket and made all the arrangements to come here. And sure, I'll be honest that there was part of me that was scared. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I 100% was doing or what I was getting into. So there was that part of a little bit of fear in me. But then I knew that I always encountered fear in my life, and that I wasn't going to let it this time take control over me, and I wasn't going to let it determine my outcome. So my journey here, has been transformational from the moment I was picked up at the airport by the beautiful staff that's here, and one of the things that I remember specifically from that is riding with Matt, you know, and he really, on that little trip from the airport here to Namakea, we bonded, and I felt from that moment I started to open up, something that I don't do easily, but I felt such ease to be able to open up with Matt. And I didn't know him, never seen him prior to this really, or spoke to him, but I was really felt like I needed to start opening up. And coming here, when we first arrived, the group of us of 15 that were here, we all kind of looked around the place. We all looked at each other, just complete strangers, each coming with our own thoughts, dreams, traumas, pain, suffering. We each bring our heavy hearts. We each bring what has held us back. We are each a soul that may be in pain, that may be hurting, that may be confused, that just needs a little bit of guidance to really break out and feel free. The other 14 members of the tribe, what we call them now, our tribe, the experiences with them have been incredible. I've learned that I'm not the only one who had issues, or who had traumas, or who was experiencing a difficult time or difficult years in their lives. I always would walk around throughout life and see people, and I'd see them smiling or laughing, or they just look so put together. I've learned that no matter how put together somebody looks, they all carry their own weight and their own heavy heart. In hearing everybody else's stories here, and talking and hugging, and really feeling those hugs from everybody else, really started to open me up in ways where I've never felt before. I was not used to it. I was not used to the hugs, to looking. There was an exercise we did where we had to turn to one of our partners and look them in the eye, and just stare at them and look them deep in the eyes. I don't remember if I've ever really done that in my whole entire life. I've always kind of looked the other way, or blinked and barely looked at them. And now I love looking at somebody in their eyes, the conversations, the feelings, the moment. It's a connection. Now I'm connected through that. Whereas before it was just words that were coming at me, but that was it. So the experiences that I've built with everybody here, the laughter, the hugs, the talks, even as grown men, I've shared moments with other grown men where we've cried, and that's a beautiful thing. Never thought I would do that. I always did it in silence and alone, but I was able to really open up and feel free and do that with other people here. My experience with the medicine has been really just revolutionary. It has 4 ceremonies, and in all 4 ceremonies, the medicine really came to me when it was time. I was able to freely open my eyes, my heart, my thoughts, the sound, everything around me, to openly invite the medicine in me. I wasn't and did not want to be closed off in any way possible, because I knew that if I did that, there was a part of me that wasn't allowing her to come in. And in doing so, it really allowed for the medicine and Mama Aya to come in and take me on 4 incredible journeys, transformational journeys. Some were fun, great thoughts, happy moments, laughter. Some were very difficult, but that's where the work begins. That's where the work is at. I was showing both sides of it, and I was made to work for what I had come here for. And that was my main 3 traumas of anxiety, depression, and fear. And death. Death, I was always afraid of death, which I can say I no longer am. The feelings that I carried for 30 years of this anxiety, depression, and trauma, and fear, the pain that I went through in seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, for so many years, was so much on my shoulders that the pain that I went through here with the medicine, to release that, hurt. It did hurt. But when I came out on the other side, it was the most freeing, liberating, peaceful. I could breathe. I felt like a feather. I was light. I feel light as a feather. I don't feel any single muscles tense. I feel whole, and I feel I'm connected from the ground up, through my feet, through my legs, body, arms, all the way through my head. I feel like I'm just connected with the ground all the way up and into the sky. And it's such a beautiful feeling to be free, to feel free, and to know that I've been equipped with the tools to now really do the major work that comes ahead. And for me, that is returning home to a life that I have not been a part of, where I have been absent. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to being part of my wife's life, my children's lives, my parents, my environment, overall happiness, connection. I have conversations that I need to have with people when I return that have way long overdue. I have expression that I want to get out. I have so much that I need to change, because I want to continue to grow and learn spiritually. And this journey does not end for me today. It actually, I don't think it will ever end for me. I gotta keep going. That's the only way true growth comes. The fear's not in me anymore, but now I have to go and face those things that have held me back. And then, and only then, will I know that I've come out 100% on the other side. And that is what I tend to do as I return home. I know that anyone watching me who may be hesitant to come to a retreat, taking ayahuasca, being part of this. I get it. I get it. I was in the exact same position as you. And one thing I can definitely say is if it's a calling and you feel it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll feel it. You'll come. Just because I was scared, but I knew I had to come. And now I am so happy and I am so glad that I made this decision to be part of this journey with everyone here, that I was telling the staff and I was telling Matt that how do I thank someone or a group of people that has pushed me in a way to transform my life and to open my eyes and to put me on a path to eternal just happiness and how I feel. How do you thank somebody like that? And he said it best. You thank them by continuing and moving on and continuing your work and continuing your change and continuing your productivity. And that's just what I plan on doing. I am very grateful to everyone here. I will carry this with me to the day I die and then beyond. I think it's kind of interesting now that I think that it's beautiful. But yes, I hope that my words, my experience, if it can help you in any way, shape, or form to in your life, I hope that I've been part of that, or I can help you just a little bit in figuring something out, or my experience helps you in some way. Then I feel like I've done my part. And if you do decide to come and you do decide to be part of this, I can tell you that you will not regret it. You will actually be thankful to yourself for the journey that you've come for. And I hope that you take the time to really evaluate, and if it's a calling, please do. Thank you.